Due Diligence is a show brought to you by the Cheat Code team, where we're going to be doing a deep dive into the publicly traded companies you guys love to trade on a day-to-day basis. Today, we're going to be
racing the Lamborghini Huracan versus the Tesla Model S Plaid. Let's go.
And we're going to find out why you guys love Tesla so much and what makes Tesla such a great stock to trade. Stay tuned.
Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. Out here I'm chatting the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking.
Here we have the Lamborghini versus the Tesla Plaid today. The Lamborghini, it's got the 5.2 liter engine, you got the carbon fiber brakes, you got the gear shifts, you even got the sport mode, and the Lamborghini Huracan specifically has been made to be kind of like a handoff from the Gallardo. So if you're in the Lamborghini, we put it in the Corsa, it's able to hug the road, you're able to really control the shifts. And if we're going for a straight shot, I don't think the Tesla's got a chance against this. So stay tuned and watch how we do this. Lambo versus the Tesla right now. We're about to take off. Got my partner, Francis Quay in the Tesla. He's got the Plaid, you know, one of the fastest stock cars, but we got the Lambo Huracan. You know, the Lambo is a Lambo, man. The engine is spectacular. So let's see what outcome we get, man.
And you really think that this Tesla can beat the Lambo? We're about to find out. Drag strip mode is crazy. Anything can happen right now. We haven't done it yet, so we don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm super excited to see how it's gonna work out. Stay tuned and let's see what happens, man.
All right, you ready?
Go ahead and do the countdown.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Damn, that thing dusted.
Good God, bro.
We just did the first race, man. The Tesla smoked me off the line, man. I can't believe it, but nah, I'm gonna give him this work this time, man. We gotta go in sport mode. Actually, I'm gonna put this thing in Corsa. If you're a Lambo driver, you already know what that means. Let's see what we get off the line with the Corsa, all right?
Slow down. Hold on, is that the police or what? What is it? All right, so let's do right here.
The Lambo got smoked, so we're gonna give the Lambo a head start. See how that goes. Got the Plaid in the back.
The Tesla so far has absolutely smoked the Lambo. Was not expecting that at all. This time around, we're gonna go ahead and give them a head start. Drag strip mode on the Plaid is freaking phenomenal. I can't even believe how crazy it is. We're trying to get out of here before it gets too hot. We got security out here looking at us crazy. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now that was a lot closer. Oh my God. Again, smoked it, man. Jesus, man.
10-15 yard head start and the Lambo still got smoked, man. Shout out to Lambo though, but the Plaid is a different beast. That's all I gotta say.
All right, y'all. So we just raced the Tesla versus the Lambo Huracan and smoked it. You guys saw it here. The Tesla Plaid is absolutely a phenomenal car. That Lambo makes a lot of noise, but this is a silent killer. Victory lap. Let's go. So we are here at the Tesla showroom in Tysons Corner, Virginia. We just got done with the racing scene. You know, you guys saw the Tesla Model S Plaid smoke this guy here in the Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah. I still like the Lambo, man.
Yeah, that's cool. But we completely decimated that car. What we're here to do today is we're looking at the Tesla showroom so we can find out more about Tesla as a company, right? Tesla is much more than just a car company or auto manufacturer. They have a full scope and spectrum of products, services, and innovations that they're bringing to the world. And so we're gonna show you guys a lot more of that so you guys can see the full picture of what Tesla truly is. Now, the first thing I want you guys to really notice, take a look around you. What do you notice here? If you've ever seen a Tesla showroom anywhere around any malls or any places like that, you'll always see cars and vehicles in the space. But today, there's none. And the reason for that is because these cars are so in demand, even the floor models have been sold out. So that tells you, gives you a good idea of what's going on right now in the world of EVs and Tesla in particular.
Now, Tesla started with two guys, Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. These guys were actually the founding fathers of Tesla before Elon Musk even joined the train of Tesla and hence taken Tesla to the moon, as most of the Tesla fanatics will say. But Tesla as a company is also actually derived, their name is derived from a founder called Nikola Tesla. This guy was an inventor of what modern day society knows as electricity induction. Nikola Tesla is known as one of the biggest geniuses of the world, on par with Albert Einstein, all those other crazy inventors. So man, I thought that was an interesting, super interesting fact about Tesla that a lot of people actually do not know. A lot of people just know Elon Musk being the founder of Tesla.
Now, Elon Musk did play a big role in Tesla's growth and startup. A lot of people don't know this, but he was the founder of PayPal. And after he sold PayPal, he actually contributed $30 million towards the founders, Mark and Martin, for Tesla's startup. And he was one of the board of directors of Tesla starting out in 2003. He actually did not become CEO of Tesla until 2008 when he took over from the original founders.
Tesla actually owns 80% of the EV market. What does this mean? If you go on the road and you see 10 cars, out of the 10 cars, 8 of them are going to be Tesla. That's insane. This just goes to show you just how Tesla is taking over the car industry. Now, on top of that, in 2020, Tesla actually reported $31.54 billion in revenue just in 2020 alone. This just goes to show you that they've been growing very, very tremendously over the course of the year since they were founded. And on top of that, they are actually the 6th company to reach the $1 trillion market cap. This is massive. We're not talking billions anymore, we're talking trillions. This just goes to show you Elon Musk is a money printer. He makes that thing go brr.
So now, not only did Tesla have an amazing 2020, even in 2021, in just Q3 alone, they generated $13.76 billion in revenue, which is 56% more than last year's Q3, which is a massive growth when you're talking about that much money. Not only did they do that, but they managed to eke out a $2 billion operating margin, which gave them that much capital to fund and finance the rest of their business operations. That means developing cars, that means researching for new product verticals, and this didn't just come from cars, right? This came from all aspects of Tesla's business, which includes all the different departments that we're going to look at here today, including solar, including power walls, including just, you're going to see. I'm going to show you right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the different aspects that makes Tesla what it is today. One of Tesla's most impressive segments to me is actually their energy storage and distribution business, right? Now, this side of the business is focused primarily on clean energy production and distribution, primarily through solar energy, right? In 2020, they generated $2 billion from this particular vertical, powered largely by their acquisition in Solar City, which was a large residential solar firm that they purchased for $730 million in 2016. This side of their business, which I actually just found out today, is actually heavily invested in the commercial energy sector. Basically, have commercial energy storage. They have large-scale, gigawatt-level solar farms to produce energy at a mass scale. So this is what some of this looks like. I mean, they're producing massive amounts of electricity in rural areas like Arizona and Utah, places like that. They have massive amounts of storage, which is most critical for energy distribution, because it's not just about producing electricity, it's also how you store it, right? A lot of people don't stop to think about that. When you think about solar, you don't always have the sun available. Sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's nighttime. So storing that energy is also a critical component of the clean energy puzzle. Now, one of the coolest things that I think that Tesla has done so far is the fact that they've developed a solar roof panel that is not just what you normally would see out there. It's not a solar panel installed on a roof. The entire roof is actually the solar panel. All the shingles on the roof are providing little pieces of electricity for your home. The coolest thing about what Tesla is doing right now with their solar space is the fact that this solar roof is fully integrated with the Tesla Powerwall. Like I said before, on the commercial side, one of the most important solutions that need to happen for clean energy to really take hold in the United States and globally is both a solution for power generation and power storage. So Tesla has had this entire solution generated for the residential market, which is absolutely massive, not to mention the fact that a lot of people's biggest issues with solar is they make their house look ugly, it doesn't look cool, it doesn't look good. In this case, you won't even be able to tell that somebody has a solar roof. That is a massive, massive step for Tesla in clean energy adoption and in solar as a whole. I'm looking for this segment of Tesla's verticals to become one of their largest segments over the next 5 to 10 years. Everybody, all of you guys watching this right now, pay for electricity in some way, shape, or form. It's a bill that we all have going forward through our day-to-day until the day we die for the most part, right? Now, once you have something like this, the solar paneling, solar roofing, whatever it may be, and you have it paid off in 10 to 15 years or whatever it may be, you never have to worry about it again, right? That bill is now something you don't even have to think about. And so is your gas bill as well, because now your car is charged from your home. So you're eliminating electricity and gas for your vehicle. That's 2 savings and a massive, massive change in your potential lifestyle.
What I'm most excited for is the Tesla Roadster. Not only is it going to be one of the fastest production cars ever made, it's also going to carry 620 miles per charge. If you have an EV car, you just know that's one of the biggest struggles that any EV owner will say. What's the mile range? That's the first question anybody asks when they're trying to get an EV. I have the Mach-E, we drive the Mach-E. My current Mach-E goes up to, like, you know, when it's warm, the battery warm conditions, up to like maybe 200 miles per charge. Multiply that by 3 and some, right? And then on top of that, the car looks amazing. I mean, it's sleek.
Crazy.
Like, you got this thing, literally, it's the one thing that I also found out is that it's actually gonna be a 4-seater. A lot of people don't know this, which is amazing for a car that's going 1.9 seconds, 0 to 60. That's nuts. They also have the retractable roof to give you that, you know, that Porsche, Cayenne, you know, Panamera type of feeling. You know, you get in there, you feel a little different, you know what I'm saying? We go to the Cybertruck, man. Listen, before Elon went to that convention when he was, you know, talking about the Cybertruck and then threw that ball at that glass and that thing shattered, and our whole community, the Chico community, if anybody's watching this and they're from the Chico community, they know this. We watched this happen live. We're looking forward to the stock to go crazy just because this was one of the most anticipated items, anticipated cars that they've actually dropped to replace the Hummer. I think it's got that Hummer feeling, that rugged, you know, going, you know, roading and, like, you know, mudding and all that type of stuff. It was really gonna take that whole space by, you know, storm. But it's unfortunate they had to, you know, cut back and stuff. But I think this is gonna come back, and once they fix those, you know, little mistakes, they're really gonna take off with the Cybertruck. I personally love G-Wagons, so this type of feel is a more futuristic, minimalistic feel replacement to the G-Wagon and something like the Hummer. 0 to 62.9 seconds, a car that's that heavy. For those of you that, you know, tax write-off 6,000 pounds plus, and it hauls over 3,500 pounds. So, man, it's something to look forward to for sure, man. I'm excited. Let's go to the Semi, man. What do you think about the semis they got going on?
The Semi is crazy.
Man.
Now this is a massive game changer here.
Massive.
When you look at how much transportation goes around the United States, transporting things, all the supply chain issues we got going on right now, and just imagine all those trucks that you see, all those 18-wheelers are now electric vehicles. On top of that, think of the charging infrastructure that has to be in place for these to be successful. That's all Tesla. And for a semi-truck to go 0 to 60 in 20 seconds, an 18-wheeler, just imagine.
Hey, some of you guys' cars ain't going 0 to 60 in 20 seconds, okay?
Look at the cockpit. This literally looks like the inside of a jet.
Not even a jet. This looks like an alien spaceship coming from coming from straight from Mars. Hey, I see why Elon is trying to go to Mars, man. Everything he produces kind of looks like it's from Mars.
Elon
you know?
is from Mars.
That guy is an extraterrestrial, but you know, that's a whole nother conversation.
So this is a massive segment that I think a lot of people aren't paying attention to. I know Nicola's out there, you know, these guys, quote unquote, with their 18-wheeler. We don't know.
Let's not get, we don't
We're
know.
not saying nothing about Nikola, right? But what we do know is that Nikola is trying to tap this space with their hydrogen fuel cell trucks as well as their electric trucks. This is going to be a major push, so be on the lookout for this in the next 5 to 10 years as you start to see much more of these on the road. It's going to be a big, big shift and also a big revenue generator for Tesla in the coming years. Now, with the Roadster, if you guys saw what the Plaid did to the Lambo, okay? This Roadster is, just imagine that same Plaid, but weighing much less, either just as fast or more likely faster. This goes up to a top speed of 250 miles an hour plus. You see that plus right there? 250 miles plus, okay? One thing that Jehu and I talked about when we were driving the Plaid was the fact that we're driving one of the fastest, or if not the fastest production vehicle on the road, but it doesn't look like it.
At all.
It looks like, you know, my mother could drive that car. It looks like, you know, something that, you know, a 60, 70-year-old could drive.
Anybody.
But this Roadster right here, this is like a Ferrari on the road. You know what I mean?
This adds the look, you know,
Adds the look to
that
it.
you know, you're trying to tell people, like, you know, I drive fast, you know.
Don't
you might
try
not
me.
be in Fast and Furious, but you know, you about that
Don't
life,
try
you know
me.
what I'm saying?
It has that don't try me look. If you sitting at the stoplight with this thing, nobody's gonna try
racing
to. We're in the Plaid, people still try to try it because they don't know if it's a Plaid or if it's just
a regular Model S.
Until we tap that.
The
tap
cheetah
that
mode, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So that's how that works, man. But all right, so we kind of wrapped up. I think you guys got a good idea now of like the full, you know, spectrum of Tesla products and what Tesla really is. Not just a car company, but a full-on clean energy company, solution, infrastructure, just, you know, taking the world by storm. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over for the last segment. We're gonna talk a lot more about the stock itself, the fundamentals and the technicals of the company itself. And then you guys be on the lookout for the podcast segment coming soon.
Right, now if you've gotten up to this point, make sure to watch the next few minutes. We're gonna have a bonus gem hidden at the end of this video. So make sure you stay tuned till the end of this video. See you guys soon.
All right, guys, so listen, we've learned about the company. We've seen what the cars can do. Now we want to talk about the stock itself, because that's what we're really here for, right? To really understand the due diligence on the stock itself. So Tesla stock is what we call a mega cap growth stock. And mega cap means, it's basically a designation that we give to the largest, best, biggest companies on the stock market, right? These are companies who are worth over $200 billion. And we all know Tesla has crushed that over the past few years. That's a mega cap company. Now, growth stock, what is a growth stock? Tell them what a growth stock is.
Man, so a growth stock is a stock of a company that's growing at a very, very rapid rate. Man, they're cash flowing like crazy. These are not the type of stocks that you see in your grandfather's portfolio. Why? Because they're generating revenue at a substantial and at a fast rate compared to that of the other companies in the same sector. Now, these growth stocks are not to be confused with value stock. Now, tell them what the value stock is.
All right, so value stock. Like Jay said, the growth stocks, these are companies of fast revenue growth. These are making a lot of big investments. Now, a value stock, on the other hand, this is a stock or company that basically is just kind of cruising in their revenue growth. They want to make a little bit more profit each quarter than they did last quarter, but they're not really looking to expand super fast. These are companies like your Coca-Colas, like your Verizons, like your REITs, real estate investment companies and things like that. You're not going to see explosive gains here. You're just going to find good, valuable companies with solid business fundamentals. Tesla, again, this is a company that is a mega cap growth company that operates in what we call the consumer cyclical sector, more specifically the automotive industry. Now, what is consumer cyclical? Consumer cyclicals is a company that creates or produces durable goods that are affected by the business cycle. And what that means is these are items that are produced that if you were to lose some money today or go through a recession or people weren't to have as much capital as they had, they could do without these items. These are luxury items. These are wants, not needs, right? As opposed to consumer non-cyclicals, things like food, water, groceries, gas, things like that. Those are consumer non-cyclicals. Tesla operates within the consumer cyclical industry, making automotive cars and vehicles along with other things. But these are things, again, if we were to go through a recession, Tesla will likely take a hit because people won't have as much money to buy these items.
Another important thing to note is that Tesla last year in third quarter made $13.76 billion. This is actually 56% more money than they made the previous third quarter, which just goes to show you that they're growing every single quarter. These guys have been trying to get explosive with their gains, right? As far as operating income, this is how much they actually took home. They only took home about $2 billion.
Only. This guy said
yeah, I know. I said
only
only $2
That's
billion.
really good.
Nah, but that is really good.
Yeah.
Now, with that said, what is operating income, right? Operating income is essentially what you take home after everything is said and done. Expenses, wages, you know, just overhead, anything that you have to pay for. After all is said and done, this is the profit that you're taking home. $2 billion is a massive take home. That's all I gotta say.
That is a massive take home. However, this is another key point to make. With all that revenue that they're generating, Tesla currently trades at a 208 times price to earnings ratio. Now, what is a price to earnings ratio? A price to earnings ratio essentially is a valuation metric that we use in order to determine the value of a company's stock relative to the earnings per share that the company generates in profit. Put that in layman's terms, it means that we are basically paying $208 for every dollar in profit that Tesla earns per share. That's an astronomical valuation. That being said, however, it's not the only way to value a company. So in the next episode on the podcast that we're going to put out on Tesla, and we're going to be able to dive a little bit more deep into this, we're going to give you guys a little bit more information on other ways to value the company, including things like price to earnings growth, which is a much better way to value a company like Tesla, which is a high growth company.
Now, with all that being said, man, Tesla stock continues to grow to the moon, as a lot of you say. Now, currently, Tesla's 52-week low is $539, and their 52-week high is $1,243. It's currently trading at about $1,006 today, 17th of January, 2022.
You know, over the past year, this company has gone from $500 some odd dollars to $1,200, more than doubling its value over the past year, despite whatever fundamental issues that I might see with it and some other people might see with it, right? Now, 52-week range is a very key metric that I want everybody to pay attention to. A key tip to use for this 52-week range in order to find, you know, what the average price that a stock may be likely to move over the course of any particular week in a year is to take the high of the price, which was
$1,243,
and the low of the price, which was
$539,
which equals $704. Divide that by 52 weeks, and it's going to give you just about $13.50, which means that Tesla on average moves about $13.50 every week, one direction or another. That's about 1.5%. So for all my options traders out there, that's a pretty good range that you'll be able to, you know, make every single week if you're able to time those trades properly, right? Just a key tip to keep in mind as you go through your trading journey. It's things like this I want everybody to start paying attention to and learning so that you can be better traders out there and make more money, because that's what we're here for, to secure the bag, right?
Yes, sir. Now, the last bonus, as promised, if you stayed till the very end here, that I'm gonna leave you with. As the EV sector grows, so will the companies that mine these minerals. So you definitely wanna keep your eyes out on these companies, or else you're going to miss a massive opportunity for an investment, right? Now, companies like lithium, companies that, you know, mine silver and things like that, definitely keep a lookout on these companies. And as always, thank you for watching Due Diligence.
Thank you for watching Due Diligence. Now listen, guys, this is, you know, the very first episode that we shot. We have 10 companies in this series that we're going to be covering in particular, but the goal is to cover every company on the S&P 500 and on the stock market eventually as a whole. We're going to be doing deep dives all the way across the board. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned a lot. More importantly, I want to encourage everybody to keep doing your due diligence out there, keep studying, keep learning the market, because this is where big money is made. We put a lot of work into these videos. We've flown all over the country to get this stuff shot. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share with a friend.
Share with a friend, share with a friend, share with a friend.
All right, man. Look, man, catch you guys on the next episode, man. We got 10 companies in this series coming down the pipeline. So we got a lot of heat to bring for you guys. So make sure you guys tap in with us and do your due diligence.
Due diligence.
Come on, what the fuck is that, man? What the fuck is going
Gotta handle the dynamic.
Yo, what is going on with this?
Dude, there it is!
Oh my god.